All right, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakha Kodash. I want to give double honors to our apostles of Great Millstone who rule well, and the peace and blessings of the house of David the elect. All right, I'm Zahar, Spirit Wind Judah, and tonight I want to go into a topic basically entitled, we knowing the end from the beginning. All right, so I'm going to start out with Matthew 6:22. All right, it says, "The light of the body is the eye. If therefore thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light." And what I wanted to put emphasis on was the part of the scripture that said, "If thy eye be single." All right, so if your eye is single, what is it that you're singling out? Or what is it that you're hyper focused on, or you have laser vision towards, man? All right, and to answer the question, is the kingdom. All right, we see the end from the beginning, all right, because the Most High told us the end at the beginning. All right, and I get that. One of my go-to scriptures is Isaiah 46:10. It says, Isaiah 46:9. Remember the former things of old, for I am Yahweh and there is none else. I am Yahweh and there is none like me, declaring the end from the beginning, and from ancient times the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand and I will do all my pleasure. All right, so part of his fame and part of his power, part of his notoriety comes from his ability, all right, and his tendency to declare the end from the beginning. All right, and we're going to see who he declares the end to, all right, because he doesn't declare it to everybody. Amos 3:7. Surely the Yahweh power will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants the prophets. So Yahweh Shema Shai reveals his secrets to the servants of prophets. So when it comes back to Matthew 6:22, where it says, Matthew 6:22, the light of the body is the eye. If therefore thy eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light. All right. So thy eye shall be single. Single what? Single towards the end. Now, what does the entail of the end? All right. What does the end consist of? It consists of the beginning, ironically. All right. The end, all right, consists of the beginning of our rulership under Yahweh Bashem Shai. All right. So we know that there's a beginning after the end. All right. Like the Biggie Smalls album, Life After Death. Okay. So we know that in the spirit, but when we have something that we are held shackled by, all right, and that's the flesh. All right. So when we have things in our present time, all right, pertaining to this world that can weigh us down, all right, that can cause us to fret, all right, or we have to keep focus on the end, all right. This truth is sort of like watching a movie that you've already seen several times, but the plot is so intense and the movie is filled with such suspense that even though you know that the characters are going to make it, you're still in suspense. You're still holding firm to your seat as though you don't know what's going to happen. And that's this truth, man. And that's the times that we're in. And that's the times that we're going to be coming into. Although we know within our spirit, within our mind's eye, that there is an end to all this. There's a positive end, all right? The present will have you in suspense, just like watching the movie, although you already know the end of the movie because you've basically in the spirit seen it already, all right? And that's how it is in this truth, all right? Although we know that, Yahweh is, all right? Yahweh Shema Shai is, although we know that there is a kingdom, all right after the chaos that we're about to embrace, all right? The fact that you're in the flesh and this movie can get so intense that it'll still fill you with suspense, all right? But that's why the Most High gave us the Comforter, man, all right? And we have to know that he is, okay? And one thing I noticed also, in speaking of movie, that, the scripture says that our life is like a story told, a tale told. Let's see if I can find that right quick, all right? Psalms. We spend our days like a tale that is told. Psalms 90. If I could just pull it up right quick. Just give me 1 second, Akim. All right. All right, Psalms 90 and 9, it says, "For all our days are passed away in thy wrath. We spend our years as a tale that is told." All right, so our path is in this movie. All right, our path is likened to a script, like into a play, like a theatrical. All right, that's why I said we were made a spectacle into the world, and then the word spectacle goes back to theatron. All right, basically it's like we're being watched by the spirit world, man, and this current world. All right, but just like in the movies and just like in the play, there's always an antagonist, man. There's always an antagonist, man. So although we know the truth, although we know who we are according to the Bible, although we know that the kingdom is nigh at hand, the Most High will plant antagonists in your life are to sort of add suspense and to shake up your faith. And the perfect example is our forefather Job. All right, let me get that. All right, Job chapter 2, I'm going to start at verse 6. It says, "And Yahweh said unto Satan, Behold, he is in thy hand, but save his life." All right, just to give a summary of this account, basically there was a bet between the Most High and Satan, all right, with the Most High servant Job, all right? And Satan was basically telling him, yeah, the only reason why he's devout to you because you've blessed him in the flesh. All right, so basically the Most High gave Job a test of his integrity just to prove to Satan that, Job was firm. But ultimately, this is written for our learning because this was going to be a prelude, all right, or a foreshadowing to our lives, on a smaller level. So this is Job 2 and 6. "And Yahweh said unto Satan, Behold, he is in thy hand, but save his life. So went Satan forth from the presence of Yahweh, and smote Job with sore boils from the sole of his foot unto his crown. And he took a potsherd, which a potsherd is like a broken piece of ceramic, all right? And he took him a potsherd to scrape himself withal, and he sat down among the ashes. Then said his wife unto him, Dost thou still retain thy integrity? Curse Yahweh and die." All right? So that was one of the antagonists in the script of Job's life. All right, the Most High didn't kill his wife. Why did he kill his wife? Because she was part of the script. She was the antagonist because by himself, he would have easily maintained his integrity. But if you add somebody to sort of shake your faith, and that's what we have, man. We have people in our circle, in our world, that's here to shake our faith because they don't have that vision in their mind, all right? They don't see the end goal to this. They're only in the present, and when they get in survival mode, they're going to go to the quickest, they're going to go to the route that's most convenient. Salak, all right? But that's pretty much the point, all right? Our lives have to be filled with antagonists, people who are against what we are for, okay? But that's part of the trial of our faith. Every brother has antagonists planted in his life to sort of shake him, man, all right? To shake him, but ultimately it's part of the script and ultimately the trial of your integrity, the test of your integrity, such as Job, okay? And I'm going to close it out with Revelations, 2 and 10? All right. Revelations 2 and 10. "Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison. The devil is Esau Edom, that ye may be tried. And tried, tested. All right. Tested by who? Ultimately, Yahweh Shema Shai. It's the final result. It's the final test of your integrity. And it says, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life." And that's the thing. Once you get to the point where you're ready to die for Yahweh Shema Shai, that's when he rewards you. When you have that effort mentality, man. All right? But once again, we already know the end from the beginning, so we can't be shaken or distracted by the present worries of this world, man. All right? And ultimately, the Most High plants antagonists into your life to intensify the testing of your integrity, to sort of add to the challenge, man. All right, but we have to hold firm until the end so we could get that crown, Abba willing, man. With that, I hope you brothers and sisters were edified. I know I was. I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh by Shema Shai by Shem Kakudash. Double honors to our apostles, great millstone who rule well. Peace and blessings to the house of David the elect. Abba, Kamiyah Shalom.